Hey guys, this is Cody from Knitgrit, and today we're going to go over how to make these really cute crocheted Minecraft creeper slippers. These ones won't blow up on your feet. It's not completely product tested, but I'm fairly sure that they won't blow up. Alright, let's get started. For this project you will need not very much, probably about 1/3 of a skein of Red Heart lime green yarn. You're going to need a size J or 6mm crochet hook. I'm using a Susan Bates aluminum hook. I just like how those work better than all the other hooks that I've ever tried. A darning needle, and you are also going to need some form of adhesive. I would definitely recommend using fabric glue. Really, you could use anything that you want. I've seen people use hot glue gun as well. I don't know how well that would wash in the wash if you ever want to, clean them. But any adhesive, really. Fabric glue is my definite suggestion. Let's get started. Okay, to start this project, you're going to want to make a magical ring. You're going to want to put 6 single crochets inside of that magical ring. If you don't know how to do the magical ring, that's fine. We have a tutorial on how to make those, and that'll be linked down in the description. After you've made your magical ring, you're going to want to put 2 single crochets inside every single one of these single crochets, and you're going to want to end up with 12 single crochets at the end of your piece here. Now that you have your 12 stitches, you're going to want to do increases again, but next time you're going to skip the next single crochet from the beginning. So single crochet 1 into that one, and then put 2 single crochets in the next one. So because this is a made to fit slipper, so it's made to fit whatever your foot that you want to fit on it, this is going to continue to do increases in that same fashion until you've reached the width of your foot. So in the next round after that, I'm going to do 2 single crochets and then increase on the 3rd. The one after that, I'm going to do 3 single crochets and increase on the 4th, and so on and so forth until you reach the width that you want for your foot. For this slipper, I ended up doing it so that it was every 6th stitch I was increasing. So, and then after that, you're going to want to do single crochets all the way around until you reach your ankle, but we'll get there. Alright, so now that you've gotten your increases all done, you're going to want to start to single crochet from your increase point all the way up to where your toes go here and up to where the front of your ankle hits. So keep single crocheting until you've hit the front of your ankle. This one took me until every 6th stitch I was crocheting, so that will probably, I've got fairly small feet, so it could take more, or if you've smaller than a size 5.5, could take less, especially if you're doing like a kid's shoe or something like that, or a baby booty. That would take way less time. So you increase to the width. Alright, and I'll see you when I've done my single crocheting to my ankle. Now that you've single crocheted all the way around until you've reached your ankle, you're going to want to now go back in your work. Single crochet the opposite way, going back the opposite way until you reach about 2 inches from your start here. And you'll be able to tell fairly obviously it's going to be about 10 stitches away from where you started. Alright, and you keep going back and forth until you reach your ankle. And then I'll show you what to do next. This is what it should start looking like when you start going back and then go back this way. You have 10 stitches here, which is where your ankle is going to be open there. You're going to keep going until you hit the back of your ankle or the back of your foot. Do not slip stitch off. So now that you've crocheted all the way to your ankle here, we're going to want to take our needle and we're going to put single crochets all along the width here. We're going to go up here along all those single crochets there and go all the way back to the beginning here. Do not slip stitch off when you're done. Make sure that you're facing so that your single crochets will be in the same direction as the single crochets from when you worked here. That's why we're working on an even row. If you go on an odd row, you're going to want to go along here, so just slip stitch across and then crochet that way. That'll make it so that you're facing the same way. Alright, I'll see you when I'm done. Next up, now that we're at the very end of our single crochets along the line here, this evens out our edging here, we're going to put this piece together. Now you have 2 choices when you do this. You can do what I do, which is single crochet just right down the line and call it good, and I don't mind that this nice little ridge is here. I actually kind of really like it on the outside rather than the inside, but if you flip it inside out and then crochet it, so you do this attach it here, and then flip it, and then single crochet down the line, it'll make it so that that inseam is on the inside, and you'll have what looks like this on the outside, which could be a little bit cleaner for some people. I personally really like how charming and homemade it looks when you do this right here, so I'm doing that, and I do that by attaching to my line here. Actually, I've got to get my yarn on the other side. Oop, there we go. Make sure I work on my tension there. I slip through, and then I single crochet it, and then I just line up all my pieces here, line up all of my crochets here, and then I just take it, go through both of the V's like this and that, and then I just single crochet through that, and that's all there is to it. And I'll see you when that's done, and we'll work on getting the felt onto the piece to make these look like creepers. So now that you've cut out your shapes, I very simply just put little tiny squares that are about 1 inch wide for the eyes, and then for the mouth I just followed I followed the picture, and I took off some squares on the side, and then the same width of those 2 squares I took out from the center, leaving this straight down. And you can now use your adhesive of choice. I would definitely recommend fabric glue so that maybe you could wash this. You could also needle felt these on. That would be a really cool idea. So use your adhesive of choice and apply these onto your slippers. You could use fabric glue. I definitely recommend that if you're planning on washing these. Alright, and I'll be back when that's done. Now that you've applied your felt, you have some really cute crocheted Minecraft slippers. Alright, if you liked that video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. We have other really cute geeky tutorials on how to make other amigurumi and crocheted slippers and DS cases and all kinds of stuff. We post weekly, if not more than once a week. We try to post as much as we can. Follow our channel, it really does help us out. And until next time, guys.